Hello. Today I am looking at patience. Patience is the eighth characteristic God's teachers. And patience is what I'm working on right now because it's helping me to trust this present moment right now, trusting that this present moment is all that there is. Right now, I am waiting in patience, which is perfect peace, and trusting that only this present moment exists. And I'm using that to help me heal my mind and what seems to be going on with my body to heal all, to heal all of it. And I share that because I'm going through some challenges from my knee replacement that happened, let's see, November. And it's been well over 6 months. And at the 6 month mark, normally I should be doing better, should be. However, I saw my doctor yesterday. He drained some fluid because my knee's been swollen and he's going to test it for sampling. And I am really using patience because patience is teaching me that I can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. I don't need to have anxiety over this because there's nothing happening now that is causing me anxiety except for my thoughts. So when I can stay in this present moment, I am trusting all is well now. And that is the whole idea of patience. So I hope this is helpful for you because it's very helpful for me. And to give and to receive are one, which is part of today's lesson, which I may touch on. So patience, let's read it together. Those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. Patience is natural to the teacher of God. All he sees is certain outcome at a time perhaps unknown to him as yet, but not in doubt. The time will be as right as in the answer. And this is true for everything that happens now or in the future. The past as well held no mistakes, nothing that did not serve to benefit the world as well as him to whom it seemed to happen. Perhaps it was not understood at the time. Even so, the teacher of God is willing to reconsider all his past decisions if they are causing pain to anyone. Patience is natural to those who trust, sure of the ultimate interpretation of all things in time, no outcome already seen or yet to come can cause them fear. So, so helpful. Um, so, those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety because there's no anxiety in this present moment now. Anxiety comes from worrying about the future or worrying or not forgiving the past more so than worrying, not forgiving the past and reliving it in the present moment. The present moment is where our freedom lies. And it talks about this throughout the course. And one place that's coming to me right now is that, we learn to place the future in the hands of God. And in the hands of God, he holds our present, our past and our future as one because they are one, because everything is happening right now. There is nothing else. And so all anxiety is gone because a teacher of God who really trusts, and the basis of every characteristic rests on trust, trusts, knows that there is only right now, and the past is over. It can touch me not, and the future is not here. So I don't need to worry about it. There's only now. Patience is natural to the teacher of God. It's natural because it's natural to be here now. It's natural to know that there is only now. And being in the present moment is having that present trust. All he sees is certain outcome at a time perhaps unknown to him as yet, but not in doubt. So certain outcome is, there's two places that I know of. I think one's in chapter 2 and one's in chapter 4, where he says the outcome is as certain as God. So this is that all he sees is certain outcome because it's already over. The course is teaching us that, and it's already over. It's trusting that all is as certain as God. God is perfect trust, perfect love, perfect equality, and that is all happening right now in this present moment. And not in doubt means trusting that present moment. I don't have to worry about this, what's happening with my knee and what these lab results are going to be. I don't have to worry about anything because there's nothing to worry about right here, right now. The time will be as right as in the answer. And this is true for everything that happens now or in the future because it's all happening now. The past as well held no mistakes, nothing that did not serve to benefit the world as well as him to whom it seemed to happen. So the past held no mistakes, nothing that did not happen didn't happen to serve the world. And that means for me that it's all things work together for good. There are no exceptions except in the ego's judgment. Everything that happened in the past, whether I understood it or not, or thought it was the worst thing in the world, it happened to teach me the lessons I came here to learn. So it's also knowing that it did not happen to me, it happened for me. And that makes us realize that there were no mistakes. And all that seemed to happen was perfect to benefit the world as well as him. So it's happening for all the greatest good. It's happening for everyone. And we can't see that while we're going through something that seems to be challenging. But once you go through something challenging, as I am now, you recognize that it's all happening perfectly for my awakening, for the world's awakening, for the one mind to awaken to the truth that there really is nothing happening here. It's all happening now in the mind of God. But I'm not going to go into the metaphysics because that's not even helpful for me right now. For me right now is to recognize that only this present moment matters. And that's all we need to really think about and worry. If you want to use the word worry, there's no anxiety in this moment. So all things work together for good. And perhaps it was not understood at the time. Of course not, because at the time, anything that seemed to happen that was upsetting, especially a traumatic event, is very, very difficult for anyone. And that is not to deny or discount any of it. These are the lessons we came to learn to get us to the point where we recognize that they're all happening perfectly for us to see their unreality. just as my body physically is changing all the time, it's here to teach me that I am not this body, because the truth of who I am does not change. The truth of who you are does not change. So, even so, the teacher of God is willing to reconsider all his past decisions if they are causing pain to anyone. So, willing to reconsider all his past decisions is just forgiving it. We reconsider it, we forgive it, we give it over to the Holy Spirit. That's all that means for me. And I'm going to make that really simple for you. You can use it any way that is helpful to you, but I'm willing to reconsider all my past decisions if they are causing pain to anyone. I forgive them now and give them over to the Holy Spirit for correction so I can see them differently. Patience is natural to those who trust. So patience is natural to the teacher of God. That is because we trust. We trust this present moment is all there is. We trust that of ourselves we know nothing. And sure of the ultimate interpretation, which is that the outcome is as certain as God. That is the ultimate interpretation of all things in time. No outcome already seen or yet to come can cause them fear. I love this because it's reminding us we're sure, we're certain the outcome is as certain as God, that the ultimate interpretation, which is of the Holy Spirit, all things in time. This is why forgiveness is the great need of this world, because it is a world of illusions. So we use that ultimate interpretation, Christ's vision for all things, so we can let go of the fear, because there is no fear in trust, in the Holy Spirit, which is 100% love. And there's one place, actually two places, that I'd like to go to before I close. And one is in the manual 18, which uh, kind of is my experience when I'm in anxiety. And this teaches us that we don't need to be in anxiety when we trust the present moments. So this is from Manual for Teachers, um, section 18. How is correction made? And in paragraph 4, he says, in order to heal, it thus becomes essential for the teacher of God to let all his own mistakes be corrected. If he senses even the faintest hint of irritation in himself as he responds to anyone, let him instantly realize that he has made an interpretation that is not true. I'm feeling the faintest hint of irritation. I am worrying about the future. I am worrying about the result of this test for this fluid that was taken out of my knee. I'm worrying about infection, that I'm worrying about everything else that could happen, or I'm still in anxiety over the past that I haven't forgiven. So when we sense even the faintest hit of irritation, as he responds to anyone, let him instantly realize he has made an interpretation that is not true. And we go right back to patience and recognize that we are sure of the ultimate interpretation. A teacher of God trusts that the ultimate interpretation of the Holy Spirit for all things in time, if we trust that, there is nothing to fear. We ask the Holy Spirit, help me see this differently, show me the truth. And then the last place is it's in chapter 5. I forget exactly where, very early in the course, he tells us that infinite patience produces immediate effects. And that's what this is talking about here. True patience is infinite patience, which is trusting that this moment is perfect now. Everything is perfect now. And today's lesson is, I'm going to just go there very, very quickly because it's so relevant. So today's lesson is lesson 158. Today I learned to give as I receive. And in patience, we learn to trust. And patience is natural to the teacher of God because he trusts this present moment. And in this present moment, when we see everything is perfect, the only way we can see that everything is perfect is to see with Christ's vision. And today's lesson talks about Christ's vision, that he has a vision he can give to anyone who asks. The Father's will and his are joined in knowledge. It's a knowing. It's a knowing that there is only one. Love is one. Patience is one. Infinite patience is now, and only now there can only be one vision. And the vision is, we are given this vision through the Holy Spirit. And here is a quiet place within the world made holy by forgiveness and by love. Here the journey ends. Our concern is only with Christ's vision. It sees no separation, and it looks on everyone and every circumstance, all happenings and all events without the slightest fading of the light it sees. This is Christ's vision. This is seeing the face of God in every brother, seeing the face of Christ in every brother, and remembering God. Thus, do you learn to give as you receive? And thus, Christ's vision looks on you as well. This lesson is not difficult to learn if you remember in your brother, you but see yourself. So today we are going to remember present trust, and those that are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety, because this present moment is perfect. And it's perfect when we remember the ultimate interpretation of all things in time is Christ's vision, where there is no fear, no doubt, and only perfect peace. Perfect peace equals perfect patience now. And this is my wish for you today, perfect peace in present trust, because it is my wish for me today. To give and to receive are one. Have a great day.